Hi, everyone. We've been talking a lot about the solar system and the different planets and things in our solar system. We know that there are planets, there are stars, and we know that the star at the center of our solar system is our sun. Today, we're going to learn about the parts of the sun. So, the first part of the sun is the core. The core is the center layer of the sun. This is where all of the sun's heat and light is made. You might remember last year when we learned about the parts of the inner earth. And we have the core in the inner earth too. It's the very center. So the core is where all of the sun's heat and light is made. Once the heat and the light from the core move into the radiative zone, then we move to the radiative zone. The radiative zone lines the core, and this is where the heat and the light move into next. The next part of the sun is the convection zone. In this zone, gases move like boiling water. Think of if you've ever watched a pot of water boil on the stove. Think of how the water moves. That's how the gases move in the convection zone. This moves them from the inner parts of the sun to the outer parts of the sun. So the radiative zone and the core are the inner parts of the sun. Those are the parts that we can't see. Then we get to the outer parts of the sun, and we get to this photosphere. This is the part of the sun that we can see. This is the part that we see when we look up in the sky. We see the photosphere. This layer of the sun gives off that heat and light. So the heat and the light that was started in the core, where it was made in the core, and then it moved to the radiative zone, it moved to the convection zone, and now it's in the photosphere, where it gives off heat and light to us on Earth. Then we have the chromosphere, and a lot of people call these the sun's rays. That's what they look like. But that first layer is the chromosphere, and this shoots out hot gases. And the final part of the sun is the corona. And this is something that can only be seen during an eclipse. It is the atmosphere around the sun. So we don't often see the corona, but we usually can see the photosphere in the sky. These are the parts of the sun. On Seesaw, you have this paper attached to this lesson. Your job is to color in each individual part of the sun and label it down here. So if I were doing this, I would color in just this little area right here, and I would label it down here, core, because that's the core. Then I might go over here. I'm going to go over to this next one, and I might color in just this outside circle, and I would label it photosphere, because that's the photosphere. You're going to label all the parts of the sun, and then you're going to submit it on Seesaw.